Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Denise Richards. Denise Richards' estranged husband, her divorce did not get finalized yet or go through, is saying that you know what, he's currently living in the mansion, the rented mansion in which they used to share as a marital home. He's still living there, about to get evicted, but he took Inside Edition on a tour and said the house is a hot, stinking mess. The clothes are molded. There's 15 dogs living there. And he's currently living in the lower level with his parents, mother and father, who are in, I think they're 80, and his brother. Now I hate to say this, and Denise said she told him that as of January 2025, she would no longer be covering the rent on that mansion, and he was going to have to figure it out. He should have figured it out because she told him that she wasn't going to be paying anymore. And between his parents, himself, and his brother, they should have pulled together some money and found another place to stay. But we're not here really about the fact that they're about to get evicted. We're here to see the disgust and the disgrace that this rented home and the condition is currently in. Let me share a screen. Let's see if I can share a screen here and show y'all this clip. Now, I hope I'm allowed this to show this clip. Is from Inside Edition. We won't look at the entire clip. I just want you to see the piece where it shows the home, which is absolutely gross. So let me share this.
Actress Denise Richards is back in the spotlight after reuniting with her ex-husband Charlie Sheen as he releases a tell-all book and documentary. But behind the scenes, she's going through another divorce. Now, in an Inside Edition exclusive, her estranged husband says she left him living in what looks like a hoarder house.
Exclusive inside Denise Richards' house of squalor.
All of her stuff, this is how she left it.
Her estranged husband, Aaron Phypers, shows the shocking conditions at their $3.5 million rented home in Calabasas, California.
Oh my gosh.
This was the master.
He showed Jim Murray the bedrooms, trashed, the carpets, stained, the closets in disarray.
There's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of vintage clothing in here. It is riddled with moths. She buys makeup and keeps buying makeup and gets more makeup.
He says he's not at liberty to touch the mess upstairs because it all belongs to Denise Richards. Downstairs is where Aaron says he lives with his parents, brother, and 15 dogs. He says the dogs are all Denise's. At one time, he says Denise had 36 dogs living in the home.
How do you have so many dogs?
Because she has a thing with dogs.
Like a hoarding thing with dogs?
I don't know if it's hoarding, it's something.
Denise and Aaron married during an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills 6 years ago, but they're now battling it out in an explosive.
I just wanted to show y'all how disgusting the house was, like yuck. Let me share screen again. Hold on one second. Okay, it should be coming through now. So inside Denise Richards and Aaron's house of squalor with stained rugs and moth-covered clothes. Denise Richards' estranged husband Aaron gave a tour of the home. He claims the actress left abandoned and in a state of total disarray and their contentious split. The Dirty Hands actor 52 allowed Inside Edition into the $3.5 million rental property, showcasing rooms with piles of clothes, dresses covered in trash and dust, and a child's room with stuffed animals all over. There's hundreds of dollars worth of vintage clothing in here. It is riddled with moths, Aaron said. It's a nice property. Good. God bless the owners when they get back their property. Yikes. So pointing to a messy bathroom countertop filled with open and used toiletries, he added, she buys makeup and keeps buying makeup and gets more makeup. Page 6 has reached out to Richards' rep for a comment, but did not immediately hear back. However, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum has claimed via court documents that she moved out 2 years ago and blamed her ex and his family for having severely damaged the property and left the house in a state of disarray. Aaron resides in the lower level of the property with his parents, brother, and Richard's 15 dogs. Can you imagine? Yikes. In a filing, page 6 previously attained, the Wild Thing star told her ex that he would be responsible for the rent starting in January of this year, but he did not pay and the family refused to leave. As a result, Aaron and his relatives are facing eviction, and Richards, 54, told the court she is seeking to remove her personal belongings and dogs from the house without violating her restraining order. A judge has since approved the Drop Dead Gorgeous star to get her pets and stuff back on Saturday. Page 6 reached out to Aaron's reps for a comment on Richard's side of the story, but has not heard back. The Leap actor maintained in the Inside Edition segment that his estranged wife is responsible for the messy house, claiming, "I don't know if it's hoarding, it's something." His mom added, "I love Denise and I treated her like a daughter, and I don't understand." Aaron, who filed for divorce, to divorce Richards in July following an explosive fight and is seeking spousal support from the movie star, also told the outlet that claims he was abusive are untrue. She's upset. "I publicly dumped her to the world and she's mad. So how does she retaliate? File a bogus abuse claim," he said in a response. Aaron and Richards tied the knot in 2018 in a beachfront wedding that aired on Bravo. Listen, this house is a hot, disgusting, nasty, stinking mess. I personally, and I do get why people, rent out their homes because maybe sometimes they moved on, but they want to maybe keep that home portfolio, in their portfolio, so to speak. But sometimes renters, no matter how rich or how poor they are, renters sometimes can be an absolute stinking nightmare. When you get this property back here, it's work to do. It's work to do because it's a stinking hot mess. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. I will also say this. I don't know who's feeding those 15 dogs, because if you can't afford to pay the rent, who's giving you dog food? Is she sending you the money for the dog food? Have these dogs been to the vet? The Animal Humane Society should get an order, go to that house, and the dogs out. I will say this. From the little snippet, the dogs didn't seem like they were being abused or not being fed. They actually seemed pretty happy. But still, I would say the Animal Society should come in, get those dogs, get them all a nice home where they could be loved, petted on, and all that. Because how do you just love on 15 dogs? And I don't care how many people in that house. It's just too much. And at one point or some point, one or two or three or all 15 of the dogs are probably pooping and peeing somewhere in that house. That house probably is a literal hot, stinking mess. Listen, guys, chat with me. I'll chat back. The other thing I learned from this is that the good thing in Denise's favor is when you have a marital home that's your own, you have to either buy the person out or something like that. The fact that they rent it, it is what it is. There's no equity to get. There's no judge that has to say who leaves, who stays, and how this sale is going to go down because they didn't own it. So that's a thought right there for some people. Anyway, guys, hit the like button, chat with me. I'll chat back. I'll see you in the next video.